Hello, it's me, Mac, and welcome back to another episode of Alchemy Factory. All right, so in our last episode, we got this whole situation set up, which is working okay. It's working decently. One thing I noticed, like these things, I changed these up a little bit to be more in one-to-one to see if they work a little bit faster. They are, but these things don't seem to be producing quite enough over time for this to run constantly because we've got enough of the white powder to go through. But I do have now 70 of these guys. We're almost at our target for the next group. But what I did notice though is that these guys here, they grow at about 9.6 seconds. So I might as well actually just put these extractors right in and then use the bottles instead. And then that maybe will be a bit better or more efficient. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try it out. So I need to make 6 of these guys. I'm just going to delete all of this stuff to get the materials back, like so. And then we're going to put bottles in here. Aren't those nice? Oh, you can do different shaped bottles too. Nice. Okay. So I'm going to put bottles there. And then over here, rather than putting tracks in any of this stuff, yeah, rather than putting tracks in any of that stuff, get rid of all of these, and we'll try just feeding them directly in and see if that's better, because these things take, I think it'll just like flow faster, right? All right, so if now we go in and grab our extractors here. For there, it's going to take a lot more metal, but that's not a big issue. Not a big problem at all, right? So now we've got those. We have, I don't know if we need 6 bottles, or maybe we need to have 8 of these later on, perhaps, might be what happens. Not sure. But we do need to make these go up over top of these guys. And then they're going to come over. So there will be a mess of pipes here, but that's okay. That's going to go there, and then that's going to go and feed into there. Is that? Oh my gosh. Nope. That's not what I want. Not what I want. All right. There we go. That needs to feed into here. I don't even know if we need these bottles, but I'm putting them in anyways. And then we need to feed into there. Let's do that first, perhaps. Oh gosh, what is happening? Pipes are a little bit funky to work with here. Yeah, okay, so those are feeding in there now. Are they feeding into there now? What are they doing? They're not doing anything. Why is this not working? Are they feeding into these or no? It has. Okay, yeah, you just don't see it. You just don't see it at all. Do I need all these bottles? Maybe I only need like 1 bottle and have them all feed into 1 bottle. Maybe that would be better. And then have the bottle feed into here. Is that what you want, game? Is that the more efficient way to do this? I have no idea. Let's try it. Okay, and then down into there. Don't need that little nub. And then you guys are instead going to feed into there. All right, so we're just getting these guys all situated here as well by adding. Oh god. Yeah, pipes are a little bit tricky to work with. Gonna feed all of that in there. I don't know why it has a little nub on there, but it is what it is. There you go. Okay. I don't know if that's hurting this at all. Could take it away. Okay. So that should all be feeding into there now. And then we can simply connect up all of these, like so. That seems like a simpler solution. I don't know if it's going to make these things any faster than the previous situation. We only need 16 more, though, to get to the next level, so that's not bad. So let's wait a little bit and see how this is working, because everything else on this track seems to be fairly efficient. Although we are running out of coal here. Why is that? Why are we running out of coal all of a sudden? This is like super full for ages, and now all of a sudden it's running short. Did we run out of wood or something? No? Oh, well. Seems to be fine. Like, this track is still full, so it's all good. Should be fine. Yeah. Okay. I think one thing we're not doing well is clay, because these guys don't have any rocks. Okay, that's easy enough to fix. We just need sand over here. We will fix that up really quick, because we're going to need all those bricks and stuff to come in here. So the way we do that is throw that in there. We get a couple more purchased tokens. Oh my goodness, going to have so many of these things going. It is going to be extensive, the number of... But I think this method still works well, because now the only thing I got to move around all over the place is money, is coins. I just need to like get coins in, break them down into smaller amounts, and just get them distributed everywhere. Right? So that's, I think, is a little bit less challenging than trying to like take from a central rock hub and move it everywhere. And then I had set this up as well to do to actually like store my rocks for me too when it gets full, right? So we're just gonna like do that like so. And then put a bit of money into these guys. That will get our sand going. Okay, cool. What happened over here? You guys are... Oh, everything here is dead. Why is everything here dead? What happened here? We ran out of... our fertilizer has stopped suddenly here. What caused that to stop? Huh. Well, I'll be darned. All right. Well, that's no good. And we're going to need to get some fertilizer to get that stuff going a little bit faster. Do I have any extra fertilizer over here? A little bit. Yeah, I really need to get the new fertilizer going for sure, because things are not going well over here at all. This is all doing well for a long time. I don't know what happened. I don't know what triggered this to stop. Yeah, we had plenty of stuff was going on over here for a long while. But it ended. Oh well. We'll get it going again. That should trigger it to start up again and start producing again, and then we might need to bring in some more. We got lots over here. So what we can do is, I think I made, yeah, I did add a just in case component there. All right, so we'll go into there. What we can do maybe to solve for that is grab some of that in there, because those tracks are small, so that shouldn't affect anything here too greatly. This is also stopped flowing as well, because these are stopped flowing. Okay, so once we get this going again, that should all get started up again. Okay, cool. How are we doing over on our potions here? We now have 100. Sweet. All right, let's go turn that in. Let's go turn that in. We have 100. That gives us 60 silvers. Fantastic. And now we get rotten logs and coal ore. It's 4,000 copper. Wow. Heat value of 42,000 P. So you can just like throw that in there and it's just going to last forever, right? Wow. Or you can break it down. All right. And then these are 2,000. All right. Fair enough. Do I have anything here quickly that I can... Oh, I haven't started making soap. I think that's the next thing we need to make is soap. I can do this one, though. So let me just get the extra money, because I think we're going to probably need the money. What did we need here? We needed some potions. Yeah, we need some potions, and we needed some brick. And our brick is... where's our brick? I have brick somewhere. Not here, though. It's over here. Yeah, it's in a really weird spot. Okay. How much brick did I need? check and double check the controls to see if there's a way to just pull what I need out of there, but that's fine. Let me just throw this in here. That's an extra 10 silver. Nice. I will throw the coppers in here to make sure that this is still going. In fact, maybe we'll throw some extra silvers in there as well. And then this thing, if you remember, it breaks it down to like 1 coin each and then distributes it around the chain. I still have to extend that a little bit farther, but that's okay. So we now have the ability to make advanced fertilizer. So I think that should be our priority. So I'm going to unlock that. We also have bounce shroom. Bouncy shroom. Is that something I need? I think that's something I need as well. I think I saw that being the thing that we needed as well. So we're going to unlock those 2 things. Meanwhile, the advanced fertilizer, I can't check what it uses until we get this done. So let me wait this little bar to finish. There we go. Okay. So now we can go in here. We can see what advanced fertilizer. So it takes basic fertilizer and gloom fungus. All right. All right. Cool enough. What is this thing that I'm unlocking? A bouncy mushroom that can launch you high into the air after you step on it. Oh, I didn't need to unlock that. That's like a mobility thing. Okay. Fair enough. Do I want to? It's fine. We're going to unlock everything anyways. So this is fine. So we have now the ability to make this fertilizer. So we need to take all of our basic fertilizer. So everything that's staying there stays together. And then we need to start crafting from the table saw these guys. Okay. So what do we need to do there? All right. So we have now these guys that go into a table saw and they produce gloom fungus and planks. So they produce 40 gloom fungus and 160 planks. Oh, so we need like splitters and stuff like that too then, right? Filters. Here we go. Filter splitter. Okay, so we need to unlock this guy. And then we're going to need to unlock this guy as well. We can also unlock cook, which is a heat value of 840p. That's huge. All right, well, this is going. In the meantime, we are going to... Oh, I disabled my auto run. I don't know how I disabled my auto run, but I did. Ah, I can't run. How do I do that? Oh, there we go. Okay. So we're definitely gonna need more of these guys, right? I don't know how many more of these, but we'll get 3 more of these guys. Here's the wood, but I think I'll just do it like I've been doing it and just get the purchase pieces first and build it that way. All right, so this is going back in. So we are making that stuff here, and we are making it over here as well. So I think there's no reason necessarily to stop doing that. I don't think so. Like, this is all working relatively well. This could be more efficient. But I think getting the new fertilizer will make this automatically more efficient. So I think we take the 2 fertilizers and we just combine them together and we put them somewhere over here. Right? So let's build some tables. There's wooden tables. I don't know. I'm just going to build boxes. I'm going to put the boxes in here. I just like these. I feel like these are just look cleaner. Oops, unless you do that. Yeah, because the tables are just like messy. Like, I'm never going to put anything underneath them anymore. Not with catapults and stuff like that. All right, so we're just going to do that. We ran out of materials, so we'll grab those over there. I have so much stuff in my inventory once again. Yeah, I need a quick sort. Where's the quick sort button, guys? All right. We need a quick sort button. Desperately. Oh, gosh. All right, so this is the area here. Hopefully will be enough. And, yeah, in order to do this, we are going to just temporarily throw a little box in here. And then we're going to take all this out. Like so, and then we'll throw all of this into there, so that will keep that going for a little bit longer. And then all of you guys are going to come up onto this. Oh my gosh, what did I do? What did I do? I completely screwed everything up. I completely screwed everything up. Ah! Nothing is happening. It's fine. All right. We will do this a little bit better. Okay. So I want to bring them here. And then here. Okay, so this is step one, is getting all of this stuff over here. So these guys are being driven down that way, so that's easy enough. We will simply delete these items here. Oh, not those. So all of that, well, we'll leave that for now. But all of this is gonna go because we're gonna bring this in from somewhere else in a minute. So this is gonna die for a bit. That's okay. But we need to bring that over now, which we can do fairly simply enough using some more catapults, because we love catapults. All right, so we're grabbing you guys. We're going to bring you over here now instead. And then we're just going to find our catapults. And we're going to catapult y'all over. Oh my gosh, everything is on the wrong page. All right, we're going to catapult you guys over. Can I catapult you guys over here? Is that too far? It's going to tell me it's too far, right? Too far. Target too far. All right. Let's try to do this. Please be close enough. Target too far. Really? Target too far? All right. It's fine. It's fine. Let me sort this out. Okay, I sorted it out. These guys are now going to come over here, which is great. So now we just need to bring these guys together somewhere in the middle, like so. So all of our fertilizer, standard fertilizers, all coming in here. Okay, and then we need to get some these wood things going as well. So, and that's why I put this over here, because now we can grab these guys, and I don't know how many of these we need for this. I need to be careful about where I place these. How many can I get in here? Is this gonna be, that's gonna be too close to the, it's gonna be too close. All right, so we need to do like here-ish. Yeah, I might need to change some stuff around a little bit. That's fine. So there's 4. I need to delete you guys and put a elevator there so that you guys will continue going. And then we need to get these guys going in here. Oh. Did I not have... Oh, I ran out. Okay, that's fine. We'll get these ones going for now, and then we'll add to that one after. You are going to do this stuff, which is quite expensive. Quite expensive, but just fine. Just fine. We're going to throw you... Oh, day end. Day end. Okay. We're going to throw that there. This is going into here. This is going to be deleted. And you guys are going to come... Oh, you guys are going to come down like that. And then we will kickstart this like that. So those are going to start producing that stuff. I'll just do this. Can I... Oh, you know, an easy way to do this is I can do that, throw that in there, take all of that, and then add the rotten logs right back in. Yeah, okay. Nice, okay. But now we need filters. We need to filter this stuff out. Did I unlock that yet? I didn't unlock that yet. Okay, so we got to start the research on this. Filter splitters is what we're going to go to next. We're also going to unlock this, because that is just a huge efficiency gain in terms of, yeah, of everything. Okay, cool. Okay, so these are finished now. There's a whole bunch of other ones here too, and like cannons and stuff like that. We'll get to that soon. But for now, just to get going here, we're going to grab these filters. Where are they? They need to add tabs over here so that we can quickly go to these different things instead of having to scroll up and down. We need... What do we need? We need this guy, so filter. So these are going to produce quite a bit of wood. Quite a bit of wood. And a little bit of the mushrooms. So this one's got a yellow and a blue. So I think whatever you click at the filter is going to come out the yellow. So if we throw these right in here, like so, and then we throw these guys in like this. So I think what will happen is if I click plank, planks will come out the top, which is what we want to come out the top. And then we want to basically, let's just connect this with these. Because what I'm going to do is we've got this system over here already. We might as well just like replace these guys. Like, do I even need these anymore with the amount of wood I'm going to get out of this? I don't think so. Like, I feel like it's not going to be necessary anymore. So we're going to get a whole bunch of wood out of here. And one thing I'm going to do actually is just because it's hard to build underneath there is we're just going to get those tracks built. There we go. Okay. So now we can bring this stuff right around here. Yeah, nice. Okay, so wood is coming out there, and then these guys are coming out here. And then these guys are simply just going to merge together and then go up a little elevator, shall we? You guys feel like going up an elevator? Sure you do. Sure you do. All right. Ding, boom. Nice. All right, so now we got the things that we needed up here. And now the question is, do we have the quantities we need coming out of here? This is already stopped because we have all of these that we no longer need. Excellent. That is pumping out so much wood. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's actually too much wood. We actually have way too much wood. Can I throw some over here too? Maybe we actually send some of those guys over this way. Maybe they are more efficient than we thought and can replace all of this stuff. I'm gonna use a bunch of nails here, but that's fine because this has already been blocked, right? Yeah. So if we instead direct these ones this way, do I even need these anymore? I'm gonna delete those and I'm gonna see if that's enough. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then maybe we save some money. Maybe we save some money that way. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, because these two seem to be more than enough to fulfill this. Like, that's completely filled. We can actually pull some off of there. Wow, okay, cool. So I'm actually going to delete all of those. I'll grab all my coins back. And yeah, that's fulfilling all of that. Wow, crazy. Okay, so that is the new normal. Sweet. So it means we can now do this. Oh, did I not? I could have sworn I deleted all of those. I didn't take this stuff. My inventory is full. My inventory is full. Okay, that's fine. I know we can upgrade that too. I should go in and upgrade all the stuff. That's the other thing somebody told me too that I haven't gotten back into, is that apparently I can respec my upgrades, and I do have more upgrades as well. So we might as well get a couple of upgrades going in here. We have fertilizer as well. I think I'm going to get those. But apparently I can respec. How do I respec? Reset points. Oh, over here. Reset cost me 1,000 copper. Okay. Let's redo these. I've got 8 points. We're going to get 2 of these. Throwing efficiency is fine. Factory efficiency we want. Yeah, we want that. We want 1 fuel efficiency. Fertilizer efficiency, 100%. Yeah, I think that's better. All right. That's a little bit better spread. I'm not too worried about money because we have quests we can do. Okay. Whew. All right. So now we need to make these guys into the extended fertilizer because all of our crops are dying. All right. So what did we need for that? That's the last step here. So we need now to make this in an assembler. All right. So let's see how many assemblers we can feed using this stuff now. So we'll throw a couple of assemblers. Let's start with 3, like so. And then we will feed these guys from here. And then we will feed them with these guys. Let's go like this way. For what I have in there. Recipe not set yet. Oh, that's not good. Recipe is going to be advanced fertilizer. And then we'll throw what we have extra in there. All right, fertilizer and fertilizer. Okay, fantastic. And then you guys are going to come up somewhere. I think the easiest way still is to just do this. I think that's still always the easiest way. Elevators don't really work as well in this situation, I feel like. I keep losing track of where all my stuff is on my bars here, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to figure it out. It's all coming together. All right. We need tracks now. No, not those. We need regular tracks. I'm going to come down this way, and then yeah, just feed the beast here. All right, so we got 3 to start with, and then we got space to add a few more. I don't know if that will be efficient or not. We shall see momentarily. We might, yeah, like I don't see, there's not a huge amount of mushrooms coming in here because these are blocked as well, because these aren't going, not burning anything fast enough right now. We can't burn these any faster than we are. My goodness. All right, we are going to throw a big boy box in here. Where's my big boy box? There's my big boy box. We're going to throw a big boy box over here. Yeah, oh, I got so much wood. I got so much wood, folks. All right, we got tons of logs now because I got rid of all these logs. I'm probably just going to burn these logs somewhere. All right. I don't know what else to do with those logs. Anyway, so that's going. So we got lots of fertilizer coming in. So I think we're going to be fine for fertilizer coming in. It's just a matter of these mushrooms. We might need to get more mushrooms coming in here. Yeah, that might be the case. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on that. Because, yeah, it looks like mushrooms are not coming out nearly fast enough to my liking at the moment. In any case, though, we do have our first advanced fertilizers. Fantastic. So those are going to need to come out here, and then we're going to have to like distribute them to where they need to go. So some just need to go down here. So that's relatively easy. We just need to make them go down there. Is this going to be easier this way, probably? We'll see where we can jump this stuff to. But I think this is what we'll do. I have no space in my inventory for anything, and that's okay. Sort that out in a minute. And then this stuff is going to go down here. And then, yeah, that's going to go there. And then it's going to go over here. Can I do that? Invalid angle. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. This angle will be fine. All right. Okay. And then that's going to go in there. So that's going to funnel through all of that. All right, so that's stage 1. And then these guys are going to need to we need to get it over to this side and basically get back into this track over here. So if I do... I don't know if this is going to work. Can you shoot over there? You can. Okay, cool. And then we're simply going to walk into Mordor. No, I mean, we're simply going to run out of rope is what we're going to do. Simply going to run out of rope. Where is rope? Rope. Gears, rope. Oh my god, I keep forgetting where my rope is. My rope is in the most inconvenient possible spot over here. Okay, we're gonna grab that. Alright, those are filling in. That, oh, is that? That increases the speed that they create too. Oh my gosh, they're so fast now. Oh wow, that's, okay. That's more efficient than I even thought it was gonna be. Okay, so we're gonna be making even more. So these are gonna fill up really quick. Okay, so we'll be able to split off. So one of these is gonna do significantly more than it used to. Once these all get filled in. Crazy. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. What was I doing? We need to bring a track here. We need to throw you here. And then throw you here. And then we're going to put you guys back on track over here. And then that's just going to flow back the way it was. Cool. Yeah, there's one little last of the old stuff going in here. But that does, yeah, 9.6 seconds, it makes one. This stuff here that I don't have space for in my inventory, of course. Oh, and I need to get it for the green guys too. Okay, yeah. But these guys here, that's going to go in here. That makes them in 0.8 seconds. The hell? So this whole system is now just like completely broken. I got to redo this. All right. Good to know. All right. So that's going. I didn't distribute any to the other side here either. Where is that even coming from? That's going this way. Does that work? I think that works. All right, there's some problems in there, but that's okay. What's in my inventory? I have so much stuff in my inventory. It's crazy. All right, get rid of those. I have a bunch of basic fertilizer in here. Let me just throw it into one of these guys to get rid of it. And then I have all these wood bits that we need to like use somewhere else or burn. I don't know. So now the only thing we note here is that we're not making enough mushrooms. So we definitely need more of these guys. Well, we need them to be full too, so that would help. That would certainly help. I need to go and empty my inventory. I need to end the day, is what I need to do. Alright, where did I... Alright, let's throw these. These we don't need anytime soon. Let me just throw all this stuff in there. There's space in there for those? There is. Okay. And I've got 9 of these guys on me, so I'll throw those in there. Alright, so we do definitely need more mushrooms. And then we need... I need to take these. And we need to throw that in there. This one is going to come up here and then be deleted. And then that's going to go in there, and then that will feed into here. So that will help a little bit. Yeah, let me just fill these up. I've got the money, I might as well fill these up. Fantastic, but we are making the more advanced fertilizer. We've got plenty of the regular fertilizer coming in, it seems like, to do more of these guys later. We just need to up the mushroom count. Is there any other way to make mushrooms? Can I grow these somehow other way? Used in crafting, crafted at... No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like this is the only way to make them. So we're just going to need to get more of these guys, which means more wood, which means more problems. More wood, more problems, folks. Because we're actually going to be like overproducing wood relatively soon. Yeah, well, maybe not. gonna have so many. We're just gonna fill this up with planks. That'll be fine. What are you in you? A whole bunch of logs. Okay. Be burning logs somewhere, I think. We need to get money over to these. Where else am I using wood? I'm using wood down here. So perhaps I replace these with mushrooms. And then, yeah, perhaps I replace those mushrooms and I bring the mushrooms over. That wouldn't be too difficult. Because, yeah, we definitely need more mushrooms. More mushrooms are needed. More mushrooms are needed, most definitely. Okay, so we'll figure that out by yeah, like does this is there any reason to keep the system here? Like this is just making this is our gear system, which is fine. We do need a lot of gears. So yeah, why don't we just replace these with let's move them over a little bit and oh no, we'll keep one there too. This is going to be very, very expensive to upkeep, though, with all of those. You're going to be in the way. Yes, you are. You're going to be in the way. That's okay. We'll deal with that later. Or I'll just get rid of this one for now. And you guys will then need to get filters in you. So we'll do something similar that we did over there. We'll get filters going over here. We're going to grab these going out here. What's in here? That's just like another scrap box of stuff that I had too much of. Okay, fair enough. I am, oh, speak of the devil, I'm out of gears. No, 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 that's not, no, 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 no. Oh, good grief. Yeah, confirm. Oh my gosh. Can I make one of these guys now? All right, sure. We got a whole bunch of random stuff in here that I don't need right now. So much random stuff. All right, that's fine. All right, you guys are gonna go over this way. You guys are gonna stop. We do not need storage there. We might need a garbage. We might actually need a garbage. That garbage might be something we need. We might have an overstock of planks in the next little while. Okay, so I have excess portal bibs and bobs here, so I'm going to throw these guys down here. And I'm out of planks. How is that possible? But all the things to be out of, I'm out of planks. Alright, grab some planks. And then we will throw all of this stuff in here. And then these guys are going to be doing these. Suppose I could have done this more efficiently by doing one and then copying it. But we're past that point now, folks. We're past that point. Alright, so that's going to go in there. I have a little bit of money, so I can get these going. I'm going to have to go do a quest soon. And then we're going to need to figure out the next module of stuff we're going to be making up. And then these guys need to be making wood. Oh god, they're not making wood right now, though. They're just making a mess. They're just making a mess. All right, let me grab this, grab that, and grab that. Okay. So wood is being ground over here. That's fine. What's not fine is all the planks that are underneath here now. Let me just grab all of these guys, because they are not supposed to be there. Okay, so now we got more mushrooms coming in. We're gonna have to connect this all to money as well. So, but that's not too bad. We need to connect these guys up to money as well too. So we'll do some money splitting and get that going. And then these guys now need to be sent away. They need to be sent flying away. Let's get over here somewhere. Can't, target is too far. My goodness. Game. I think we need to unlock those cannons. So that's something we'll have to figure out. So seem like they'll be right up my alley in terms of things that I enjoy doing. Grab another one of these guys. Grab another one of you. Over there. Over there. We are trying to get up to over there. So we are going to shoot these like here. Trying to keep these tracks short. Short and sweet tracks. And then I am out of gears. Oh my goodness. Alright. Gears, gears, gears. Alright. Where was I? I was here. You are going here. And then you're going to go up to here? Is that going to be okay? I might need to move that later. I might need to move it now. I need to move it now. Alright, I'll put it there. Will that work? That works. Okay. Which means we need to delete like this one here. Put one of those guys in there. Put one of those guys in there. And then we just need to come down this way. And we'll add this in to the system that way. And then we'll just simply increase the number we have coming in. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. So that's going to go there. These guys need to come down from here. And then hopefully that will work pretty decently. Yeah. Seems to be doing okay. All right, could be a bit better. But it's giving us a pretty good amount. And because it's so efficient, we should eventually hit a backlog now, maybe? Not sure. We're definitely going to fix this, though, because this is not working anymore. It was working before, but now these make stuff so fast. It don't work no more. It does not work anymore. All right, we'll fix that up. That'll have to be in the next episode. But thanks as always for watching, and looking forward to unlocking a whole bunch of stuff. We've got a ton of stuff we can unlock over here. So much stuff. We need to make the next potion, which is transformation potion. But I think we're going to need a whole bunch of other materials before that. So we'll work on that. We also need to start selling vitality potions and soap. So we haven't started making those yet. So we'll work on those things, as well as steel and all that, in an upcoming episode. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Take care.